On today's episode of I Have No Idea What I'm Doing, we are going to do the voice feature that everybody has been talking about in the Discord really quickly. So, when it comes to doing your animations, if you've already got that figured out, like I've got my Go Loco FX on here and I build everything on there because it's easier. If you have your animation layer set, it should be simple enough. Um, for this, we're going to have a voice 0. Come down here in her little head. You can also have a separate model so she doesn't get stuck in this word T-pose or whatever model you're using. We're going to navigate to the head and find your jaw. This one in particular is your jaw closed. So as you saw, I hit record and heard her face. So now this is set at your default position where the mouth is going to be. When it's closed, I would actually like to close that a little bit. Turn off ISO. ISO, I have no idea. Dogs are playing in the background. Oh god. Next, voice 1. Hit record. Open her mouth to where you'd like the maximum voice to be. Now you're done making the animations, as simple as that. Next part is going into the animator. I already have a voice set up here. We're going to make a new one because this is not set up properly anymore. So create state from new blend tree. Come over to parameters and you would make a float and call it voice. Now, I already have one, so I'm just going to get rid of that. See up here, it's the float parameter voice. So we're going to click the blend tree and we're going to check the motion time parameter. Now, if you're using Go Loco or anything else, there may be other ones in here. You want to make sure it's on voice. Next, you want to double click. Now you see it's empty in here. Click your blend tree, set it to voice, and we're going to have a state. Let's add motion field. Do that, and then we have voice 0, and then we're going to have another one for the mouth all the way open, voice 1. Now, in theory, we should be working. I'm going to double check because sometimes I question. Okay, so we don't need to do anything in here. I will explain something else in a moment, just in case though. So, I have imported the Avatars 3.0 emulator control. Whenever you import it into your project, it'll be up here. When you hit play, I'm going to go ahead and click scene. The avatar will start working as intended. She's looking off to the side because the camera follows the mouse in the game mode. So now, you can see her mouth is closed where it needs to be. And if we go down to test, Viseams, and voice, her mouth now opens and closes with voice on a custom animation. Now you can add things to it, make her eyes squint whenever her mouth opens all the way. You can do goofy stuff with it, do whatever you want, but for just basic purposes, this is it. Now, say you wanted to be able to toggle that off. We're going to come back. I've already got a toggle set up for this, but I'm going to make a empty state, nothing on it. You literally just right click, create state empty, and make a transition to the blend tree, make a transition back, and we want the new state to be the default state. This means the voice is off. So we'll come to parameters, and we're going to make a bool for your voice. I have it set here as VoiceToggle. You want to make a bool and make it a toggle for your voice. Next, it's a basic bool. I'm going to turn off exit time. Transition duration is 0. Hit plus on your conditions. Find your toggle. This is true. we're turning it on. This one will be off, so we're going to find our voice toggle, set it to false. Remember to set all of these. And afterwards, what you would do is come to your avatar's parameters, and you would make a bool for your voice toggle. See, like right here. I want the voice to be on by default, so I have checked this box right here. Now, if we hit play, go to scene. Where on earth did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Now, if I toggle it off, it's going to reset her jaw. It's not going to move. I have misclicked. Whoops. And we're going to go to voice theme, and you'll see now it's no longer responding to voice. Toggle it back on. We're responding to voice. When you turn it off, you should be able to make controllers and things like that to be able to move the jaw as well. If you want things to work in unison, you may very well have to go the voice theme route to have extra stuff on it. But as of right now, you can animate your jaw like this to make it move. You can also, like the classic animatronics and stuff like that, make the secondary mouth move as well with it so it looks correct. And you don't have to do all of the extra hassle. Well, I hope that helps.